What's up, America? This is Kim with Geauga Firearms Academy. Thanks for watching. We're going to start doing a self-defense series this summer, and this video is going to kick it off. It's all about just because you have a gun doesn't mean that you're armed and prepared. Real quick before we get started, we have some classes we just added. We have more and more we're adding each week, so keep an eye on the schedule. If you guys are interested in our training, we'll put a link below. If you email us and let us know you want to be on the class announcement list, you'll get all the classes before we post them on social media.
One of the things that I hear a lot, people ask advice and whatnot, or I hear stories of so-and-so's ex is coming out of prison, or so-and-so got threatened, and so they want to go buy a gun, and they either want to know what they should do, what kind of gun they should buy, etc., etc. And at the end of the day, that's all a bunch of nonsense.
Because it's not like garlic, it's not going to ward off the vampires. It's something you have to learn, know how to use. You have to train for your own safety and the safety of those around you.
You guys got to remember, this is a tool, all right? No different than any other tool you can name. For example, a chainsaw. I've used this many times as an analogy. If you've never used a chainsaw before, probably buying one isn't going to make you a lumberjack. Okay, nor is it going to make you have the immediate knowledge of how to cut down a tree properly, or how to use it safely, or how to use it without losing a limb.
And just like people always say, if you have a hammer, then everything's a nail. Is that your only tool in your toolbox?
Now, I've talked about this in other videos, and I'm going to bring it up again, and we'll do a little demonstration of sorts here in just a second. But we always talk about the fact that I have this tool now, right? Okay, we have to think about this realistically, because I think that there's this ridiculous fantasy that, well, if I ever need to use that, well, number one, do you carry every day? Do you even know how to carry every day? Do you have a proper holster belt? Do you know how to use those equipment? Can you holster properly? Can you unholster properly? And can you fire a round effectively from a holster in a reasonable amount of time that would save your life to begin with? Barring all that, forget all that. When we are going to be in this scenario, I don't know of any time of any police report yet where someone said from 25 yards away, or whatever the case was, that, hey, I'm going to come do bad things to you, so get your gun out and be ready. Which means that what's going to happen is I'm going to be close to this person. I'm the bad guy, right? That's the whole point of this. I have the element of surprise. I'm kind of setting the stage there, and she's going to be behind the power curve, right? Which means that at this distance, or maybe even a little bit more, I'll give you that, she's going to have to use this tool, okay? Now think about it. We've got to get this tool out to be able to use. Although it would make for good TV, Kim has a training gun. You want to show them your training gun? It's obviously a training gun. Okay, wonderful. Let's just say that we're at this distance. Kim is in the store buying something, whatever, doing her day, and I'm the bad guy going to do bad things, okay? Kim's going to draw her gun out, okay? So she's got a little self-defense stance here going, done this before, gun's tucked away, closer to her body. If the slide goes back, it's not going to hit her body, and so forth and so on. Okay, wonderful. Now, if she was in this position, that would be pretty good, right? Okay, go ahead and go ahead and holster. But let's talk about reality. Like I already said, when is this going to happen? Like, I'm not going to tell her that I'm coming from 25 yards away. So go ahead, face me again. So this time, even though Kim knows it's coming, we're going to do a drill here. This is my friend to be here. Even though Kim knows it's coming this time, and this is where reality sets in for this fantasy John Wick shootout at the 7-Eleven here, she's going to have to get to her tool first, right? And this is where this whole thing is going, this whole video is going. Keep in mind, too, she can't just draw her gun. Like right now, she's right. You keep seeing her hand move up, like she's ready to draw this gun out, right? Well, obviously, even if I say bad things to her in public and tell her that I'm going to do bad things to her, you can't just draw a gun out there. There's called laws, all right? Look them up. So I'm going to have to do something that's going to really put her in a situation where she's going to have to feel that she's going to be in a situation she's going to receive serious bodily harm or death, which, by the way, is never going to happen from words that I use, okay? So let's just assume all of that she already knows that I'm going to attack, so we're going to give her all the advantages, and so when I say go, which I'm going to give her the heads up, she's going to try to grab her gun out, okay? So all the rules right now, or all the odds probability are stacked in Kim's favor. We all agree with that. The only thing is distance, and you can do whatever you want within reason, okay? So when you're ready, I'm going to say go, and you're going to try to get your gun out before I do anything bad to you.
Okay.
Does that sound fair?
That sounds fair.
You good? You ready? Go. Okay? Now, no matter what happens, he's never going to win this, right? Even if, put your hand on a gun, and then pull it out of your holster, and then just keep it like right here, right at your side. So Gun's out in her hand, pointing at the ground. So all she's really got to do is basically level the gun at me, and it would be on target. So put it back down. You ready? Okay. So the point that I'm trying to make here is that there's something has to occur, and I think this is the big part that people keep missing. Something has to occur between this, draw your gun, and that.
So even if I have all the advantages in my favor, you still can't beat the element of surprise.
And distance, okay? I mean, no matter what happens, as soon as she goes to move, I'm going to make my move. Even if in my mind I was planning to attack her in, say, 10 seconds, if she starts to go for your gun, now I'm going to go, okay? She's actually causing that to happen right now, because I know that if someone's reaching for their waistband, they're probably going for some type of weapon, something to use against me. If we put this together here in a little bit of a demo, you kind of see what I'm talking about. So let's say, for example, we've done this many times. If you haven't seen the videos where I talk about techniques for breaking someone's grip, and I told you that all the stuff you learn in karate and all this nonsense of turning your wrists and all that is total nonsense. I've shown that a million times, and I've showed you a couple techniques. So go back and watch those. We'll put some links in. This is another third one, just another little option for you. And the purpose of this is that when I said in the beginning, or Kim said in the beginning rather, that just because you have a gun doesn't mean you're armed and prepared, this is what this means. She's got to be able to do something now to access her tools. Okay. All right, so let's say I go, hey, you're coming with me, okay? So Kim does this. All right, now, obviously, Kim's being very soft and so forth and so on.
I don't want to hit him.
But you understand the point. It doesn't matter what the technique is. It really doesn't at the end of the day. There's 10,000 different options that we have there to create space, but you have to learn how to do one. You have to be able to execute it to be able to get to your tool. For example, another one, I'm going to go. All right, now, for one, when Kim goes and draws her gun, when we're doing this, she's stepping back, creating distance from whoever the bad guy is, keeping the gun to her body, obviously, and being able to use her hands to defend herself. Whatever your answer is going to be to this scenario, and again, we'll get in depth on more techniques and things that we can use. I'll bring some other people, some bigger people and so forth. We have to be able to execute that particular technique and be able to get our gun out in a realistic style.
Whatever technique you're going to use, you want to make sure that it works realistically. And the only way you're going to know that is to get someone and practice it.
Yeah, go to wherever area you live in. There's probably somebody who's got some type of self-defense training. Some of it will be good, some of it won't be good. You're going to have to go and find out. But the bottom line is, you got to be realistic in your approach to this. This is not going to be a John Wick shootout where you know the guy's coming and you're walking in there with your suit and your Kevlar armor and all that kind of nonsense. You're going to be going about your day, and unfortunately, it's your number. Bad things are happening to you that day. It's time to clock in and do work. So you have to have already the training and the necessary skills, right? We're not going to be able to figure that out on the fly. We can't just be there and be like, well, we'll just wing it.
So in this series, we're going to look at a realistic look to self-defense, and we're open to any questions or ideas or anything you guys want to know about. Please let us know. If you guys like this video, please give us a thumbs up. We always appreciate that. You can find us here on YouTube. Please like, comment, share. We always love hearing from you. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and we put all of our premium content on Patreon. Until next time, remember, it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Email us at training@geaugafarms.com. Hold on. Let me say that again. And if you guys are If you guys are interested in our training, you can always email us and ask to be added to our email announcement list, and you get no. Hold on. Why can't I talk? I know. I'm gonna put the links below.
So I'm gonna grab Kim's arm, for example. I'm gonna pull her in. Okay. Why was there no gun?
I don't know. Sorry. I'm nervous.
Little
but I feel bad that I'm hitting you.
A little harder this time, okay?